I'm joined today by Coach Darcy, and we are here to guide you through the ins and outs of a lifestyle that's transformed not just our lives, but the lives of countless women navigating the waves of perimenopause and menopause. Whether you're here to shed weight, understand your body better, or simply find a community that gets it, you're in the right place. So sit back and enjoy the next few minutes as we tackle the hot issues of today. Good morning, Coach Darcy. How are you?
Morning. I'm good.
Are you good?
Ish. I think I'm good-ish. As this sounds bizarre, but I had been feeling off in my, I think also things in my skin and all that, since we all know that I have like skin issues. I've realized that I haven't been taking my iodine for like 2 weeks.
Oh, I
And
do
so then
that. I do
you
that all the
know,
time. Yeah,
and the importance of iodine, I think is
I do
very
that.
good for my skin and the
Yeah,
thyroid.
yeah. Sometimes
But
the basics, like we forget about them because we're like so
yeah,
progressive and we're like always looking for new things and what's the latest and then we forget what actually worked in the past. I did that with
yep.
vitamin D. I'm like, why am I feeling so down? And why am I know it's the weather because
Oh
it
my
just
gosh.
sucks to live in Indiana right now.
Why
But
do we have more snow?
why do we live in Indiana?
Well, I mean, I like Indiana for the fact that it has beautiful weather. We don't have highly dangerous snakes and animals, things like that. And I can handle winter for so long, but then I can't. Now I'm done.
Yeah,
So we have to choose the good with the bad, I guess.
I know we do. We do. I mean, we don't have snakes. We don't have hurricanes. We have tornadoes, but
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of what what is out there in the world. And so we do have to be thankful. But yeah, yeah. But I
I
do.
do.
I forget. And I'm telling you what, I was really feeling the seasonal depression there for a while, and I did start taking vitamin D. I'm like, oh, I see a little bit of light. So yeah, we got to
Yeah.
remember. Um, we got to remember what works for us. Is not always followed by us.
Yeah.
So,
Right
oh,
now, sorry, I was going to say right now we're sharing this out because Monica's still banned. I just learned
I
that this morning. This is a long banning, like for something that they mistook
it was supposed to be
for.
30 days. Um, it was supposed to be 30 days, and it's been well over 30 days. And they said I was selling GLP-1s, which is what I preach against every day of my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm banned, but there's multiple ways to get around that. So we took a
Yeah.
few seconds uh, to share out to our personal pages. So yeah, we have a topic today that really is near and dear to our heart. Because we live this every single day. So this is our
Yeah.
world. Our
Yes.
world is, when I opened my practice in 2018, I lost 130 pounds living keto, and that was really cool at the time. That was the thing, right? That was
Yeah.
like
It caught
so.
on.
It caught on. You know what? Because it worked, and because 8 years later, 9 years later, it still works.
Hmm.
But when the GLP-1s came into the scene, they were the new fad. Like we go from fad to fad to fad.
Yep.
And so now the new fad is the GLP-1s, which you don't have to work for that. It's free weight loss, right?
Yeah.
Free weight loss that will cost you your life at the end of the day. Mentally, physically, it will cost you your life if you take that route. And so we have been like, well, what do we do with our practice? That's the new fad right now. Is keto over? Did keto stop working? Did people stop doing keto? And here we are, you and I, sitting here living our lives, 130 pounds down, 70 pounds down, saying, well, hello, that's what we did.
Mhm.
It was, that's what worked. And now what do we do with that? Because people aren't talking about it. People aren't in tune to it. And so we had to do a reflective kind of look at our practice and thinking, okay, do we change? No, we don't change because it works, right? I think it's so important to know that science doesn't expire because the trends and the fads do, just because there's a
Mm-hmm.
magical pill out there. Science does not expire. And so that's what we want to talk about today. Is keto over? Do we throw in the towel? Do we just go and say, all right, GLP is the way to go? Do we just do that? Or do we really talk about it and say, well, trends, the word keto, is like past tense, but
Mm-hmm.
science didn't die. And
Yeah.
science is still here. And science is like sitting here saying, hello, what are you doing? It works, right? So,
Yeah.
Darce, why don't you kick us off
Yeah.
about, why this trend, why people are saying, this is no good anymore.
Right. So I think it's because, what happened was when people try something new and they get, they start to feel like, I don't know, they live the lifestyle. I think the thing that really gives them the hiccup is actually the social aspect of a trend, and how it works with their busy chaos, and when they are not, and the instant gratification portion of all of that as well. When those start to cause a person to think about, oh, really wish I could just join in with my friends. I really wish I could just, eat what everybody else is eating and not feel like I'm on a diet when I'm around them, or and don't really have the support, things like that. Then you start to get into your head, because, in fact, the science, like you just mentioned, the science part doesn't expire. Like, science is science. I was just telling you about how the word keto even was rooted. And the same goes with carnivore. But keto comes from that word ketone. And what keto makes are those ketones that your body um, thrive off of. They have that energy. It helps your body create this energy from your brain to your gut to your
Little
toes.
fat burners.
Yeah. So they, in order to say, the ketone diet, you can't say that necessarily. You had to get something quick and easy to say, which was keto. You're shortening the word ketogenic. Um, you know, so they shortened that to keto. And so keto for a while was a good trend until people, like I said, got a little distracted and let the other portions of that lifestyle just kind of make them think, oh, I'm, or even people saying, oh, that keto diet's going to kill you because of things that happened to other people because they weren't doing it properly.
Right.
So really the trends die, but the psychology or the physiology, I can't say
Physiology, right.
physiology of that stuff, it doesn't, because it's tried and true. It still is something that, again, helps with people with epilepsy, still gives mental clarity, still gives um you know reversal of the ailments that
Yeah.
we've adopted over the years.
Yeah. It's been
um
studied for over 100 years. So this isn't new
yeah,
science.
right,
This is
right,
old science.
yeah. So um I think that's the trend. You've got,
Yeah.
again, like the trend of what is a ketogenic trend and fad versus, what's actually tried and true.
Mm-hmm.
That you want to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been proven. We already have the research behind it. But when we allow the fads and the trends, I call them shiny objects. When
Mhm.
we get the shiny object syndrome, and then we take fake science, which is what they try to manipulate keto to be. When we take that, then we're like, well, maybe we didn't know. Maybe we didn't know the real benefits to this. Maybe we were wrong. And the science is still there. We have to fall back on the science of what keto really is, because there are things about the air quote ketogenic lifestyle that we've adopted that are fake. The trends on keto are fake. And these are things like the keto cookies, the keto cereal, the keto junk food. There is no regulation on any product that you can slap the word keto on. There's no regulation to that. So you can, and that's why I hate those low carb wraps, those,
Yeah.
those things in there with all of the rice flour, all of these things that they slap the word keto on. That is the fake science. That is where we've kind of gone off course as to allowing what this lifestyle really is. Because, for example, if it has wheat, we do not eat. Now, that's a cute little saying, but it's science because wheat spikes your blood sugar, spikes your insulin, and it's the same as eating a Snickers bar. And so these keto products that they put out there are not even keto. So we have let the companies and the pharma, we've let all of these people take over what the word keto really is, because keto is really whole foods. It's really eating your protein. It's really eating healthy fats. It's really about blood sugar stability and metabolic healing. And when we let these companies take over this word, we lose what keto really is. So is keto really dead?